In September 2016, members of the Timber Framers Guild convened in upstate New York in the village of Schuylerville to take part in the fabrication of a new Gateway Visitor Center for the Hudson River Valley and Champlain Canal region. Over 50 guild members from across North America came together to help the village of Schuylerville realize its vision of renewing its economy through heritage tourism. The Gateway Visitor Center is central to that vision.
One of the key criteria in real estate is location. And this location where the Gateway Visitor Center is going to be built is crucial to the village of Schuylerville here. What is it that we have? What is it that happened here that happened no place else? And that thing that happened is the American victory at Saratoga, the surrender of Burgoyne's army.
The location of the Visitor Center served as a place of grounded arms for the British surrender. So the British, upon capitulation at Saratoga, they ground their arms here at Fort Hardy Park.
The surrender of General Burgoyne to General Gates actually turned out to be one of the 15 most historic events in world history. It was the first time in the history of the world that an entire British army had been defeated and surrendered en masse, if you will, and resulted in the ultimate American victory in the Revolutionary War and the formation of our country as we know it today.
Following that, there was a century of canal building that started right here. What is the Champlain Canal, part of the Erie Canal system today. And it was planned in the 1780s and 90s. It had a splendid run through the 1920s or so. And then this village had also a very distinguished history industrially as a mill town. And going into the modern era, times are different for small towns, and this one is looking to reinvent itself, as many others are.
We need a nucleus to tell the story, a central point, a starting point where people can get an overview of what happened and then ultimately be directed out to the various points of interest.
We are the hub of the area because of our location. We have the monument, we have the Schuyler House, we have the battlefield, and we got the National Cemetery here. So we have tourists coming in for those uses.
There's thousands and thousands of people who go to the battlefield every year. There's tens of thousands of people who travel historic Route 4 from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. They have no idea where all the stops are along the way. This visitor center is going to put us in a position where all of the communities who have historic spots or historic sites in them along the Hudson River are going to have a spot to display that and to let people know.
We sort of had a vision of what we wanted, but we didn't have the expertise and the knowledge, so as some research started to be done, the Timber Frame Guild rose to the top immediately here in terms of their experience, in terms of the ability to steer us in the right direction. We had a vision, but we didn't know how to get the job done.
To do something like this requires vision and will. Those are the two things that I see common from our communities that we partner with. If your community has the vision and the will, we have the way.
Another thing that's significant about this visitor center is that it's going to be patterned after an early Dutch structure.
Because we're working here on the west side of the Hudson in historic Dutch territory, we're building a timber frame with Dutch influences. So the place and the history of the place really do truly influence the work that we're doing here today. A community could simply hire a timber frame builder to build any structure. What we bring here is an event. People will talk about what we're doing this week and next for years to come. These are lifetime memories.
The Timber Frame Guild comes in, we house them, we give them breakfast, we give them lunch, we give them dinner, and there's a lot of time and effort involved in that, and a lot of people who are giving freely of their time and freely of their goods and services.
The mayor of Schuylerville has been here every day serving lunch, and it really makes our participants feel welcome.
Everybody has been eating good, and thanks to the different organizations and people that are donating money as well as their time, and this is how things get accomplished. I've talked to everybody and they're all happy the way it's going.
Today, as I'm on site, I know we've made an excellent choice. It's just so impressive to see all of these people working so diligently and doing a high quality of work. So we're going to have a beautiful building, and it's the best decision we could have made.